Hello, happy Friday morning. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing good. It's the start of the weekend. Woohoo! So, everybody stay safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel. Times are pretty tense right now. There's a lot more blue states starting to say maybe we just don't want to give our tax dollars to the government. Hear more and more people talking about that. He thinks the country's in great shape. He says whatever falls out of his mouth at that second makes a royal proclamation, because he thinks he's a king, makes the royal proclamation, signs with his signature that he's had all his life, I'm sure. With the Sharpie. Somebody asked why he used a Sharpie, and my only guess as to why he does that is because the rest of the document he signs, he can wipe his ass on it. He doesn't give a shit. Well, he does, apparently plenty. But yeah, he doesn't care about the document. It's that little, can you say pubic hair signature? That's what it's come to be called, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. So yeah, that's all he wants anybody to see. He doesn't care about the document. You can barely see the presidential seal on that thing. All you see is that black. That's all you see, and that's all he cares that you see. You don't have to know what's in the document. You just have to know who signed it. So with him feeling all important and stuff, he puts his name on something like that. Everybody knows that executive orders are not laws, because they got to go through Congress. But the crew he's got right now, they're all saying, does he not know he's naked? You know the emperor's got no clothes, right? Who's going to tell him? You going to tell him? I kind of like the cushy digs around here. I don't think I'm going to say nothing. But maybe we can get somebody else. So everybody knows the emperor's naked, but nobody's willing to chuck him a fire blanket or something. No, they'll blindly go and do whatever he says. And that came true when he decided he was going to get Krusty the goat assassin cosplaying fool there, get her to be Homeland Security. Sweet suffering. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. It should be called the Feckin' Egypt Club. That's what it should be, the Feckin' Egypt Club. Because they don't have 2 clicks to a clue, those people. They really don't. So Trump gives her that job. I don't know who fed him that information, but there's never mind. We have to be very careful on here. I've had some subscribers get unsubscribed. I have had comments that just poof disappeared. Even my own, when I'm answering somebody, just disappeared, or get that lovely error message. I don't know what that means. Might not be a bad thing, but it's really piss off inducing. So anyway, look at this. It's coming, folks. It's coming. So her and her merry band of thugs, none of them in ICE. It's like deputizing a posse in the Old West. Somebody must have told her about those South Korean workers in Georgia, that they didn't look like everybody else. And all she could think of was, ooh, round them up, boys, round them up. That's her new thing. We're going to go out there and we're going to round them up. Yeah, so that's what she's on about. They're going to round them all up. So off they went to Georgia, 450 Asian workers, who were all legal, by the way, each government, because there was some from Indonesia, there's a couple from Japan, So yeah, I think Malaysian. But anyway, the bulk of them, 375 of them, I believe, were from South Korea. So they round them all up. They belly chained them, they handcuffed them, and they leg chained them. They hobbled them is what they did. These kids had all their information, all their paperwork, because kids have that stuff on their phones now. So they had all that information on their phones, but they took all their phones away. And they took them to a dirty old detention center and dropped them off. So they're there for, I don't know, what was it, a week or so? Well, Trump took his sweet time talking to Seoul, Korea, and the South Korean government took his damn sweet time doing that. So the kids were supposed to leave. I keep calling them kids, forgive me. They were supposed to leave yesterday because the Korean government sent a chartered plane to go and get them. All of them. So they got waylaid by a day. They left late last night and arrived in Seoul today. But before they left, they boarded buses. These kids weren't charged with anything. None of them committed any crimes. They were there legally in the country. And they handcuffed them to put them on the bus. That was the last fuck you, South Korea, from Donald Trump, I believe, in my humble opinion, for entertainment purposes only. And apparently not all the buses did, but a few of them. And somebody with a cooler head made them not do that. But yeah, they wanted to handcuff them on the way to the airport on these buses, even though none of them are criminals. And they were there to help the United States of America and build a battery factory that Joe Biden had initiated and gotten all their paperwork, and it was all legal. And that brings me to the point where that's exactly why this happened to them, because it was another good thing that Joe Biden did. So these kids land in Seoul this morning. I guess like their employment portfolio guy, for lack of a better word, he met them at the airport. Their family, there was hundreds of reporters. So they came to a big fanfare. They were asked not to show their faces. I don't know, maybe because it's an Asian thing. Going to jail is not a good thing, and they didn't want their faces out there, whether they did anything or not. It's like a shame thing. But all these guys are engineers and electricians, and these guys know how to put these things together. And they were in Georgia teaching Americans how to build this factory properly and how certain components have to be set a certain way and blah, blah, blah. They were training the Americans. But all that Christie seen was, oh no, those people don't look like us. Round them up. Get them out of here. So they were interviewed, some of them not on camera, but one fella said he didn't get to talk to his mom until last night. He said they were at the airport. I don't know if they were probably still guarded while they were there. So she said, how are you? And he goes, I'm okay. I'm okay. Did they treat you okay? He said basically something to the effect that, yeah, I am healthy physically. And I'm thinking, up here took a beating now. Mentally, maybe not so great place to be right now. But he made it home safe. And they asked him, so when this all gets turned around here, will you go back? Most of them said, no, I think I'll just stay right where I am, thank you. And that was, almost all of them said that. Nope, glad to be home, we'll stay here. They were excited to go on this journey at first, but when they seen how they were treated, both in the community and by immigration, they're like, no thanks, I'm not signing up for any more of that shit. So they decided that they would stay home. So the reason why they didn't leave last night is because the information got back to the Mango Moose Knuckle, the naked emperor. Oh, doesn't that give you a fright? And told him that none of these people are here illegally. They are here legally, they have paperwork, and they're building your fucking factory. So you better do something to turn this shit around. Well, these people had already been in detention for a while. They were stewing. They weren't happy. One kid said, I didn't think it was nice. Wasn't nice to be treated like we were treated, and the place we were at was not clean. And I didn't like the fact that we had to, my head was so close to a toilet that I had to share with somebody else and eat food there. Like, they should have a dining hall or something, you would think. But anyway, yeah, they were treated like criminals. So most of them don't want to come back. So all those people come to do a favor for Donald Trump, but he let them stew in that detention center for probably 15 more hours when he finally picked up the phone to South Korea to say, okay, I'll let them stay. If they want to stay, they can stay. Well, it was too late by then. They were already going, I don't want to live here, and I'm not staying here. I'm going home. So they all arrived early this morning to great fanfare, and because they have some decorum in that country, one guy unfurled a big Trump poster. Nobody said what was on it, but I'm thinking it wasn't nice. And security just went over and said, no, please put that away. And basically saying it's not about him, it's about these fellas here coming back. They were treated like long lost soldiers. It was good to see. And they were training Americans to have very high paying jobs. But like everything else, everything he touches turns to shit. So that's what he did. He turned some more stuff to shit. And now that $100 million plant will probably be $100 million, I don't know, parking lot. Because I don't think the South Koreans are going to come back. They're pretty pissed off. And they might. Can you imagine if they closed the Hyundai plant too? Imagine. So yeah, I'm a good businessman though, aren't I? Pretty soon he's going to be doing the old singing and dancing again. Only the mob pleads the fifth. Remember that? Only the mob pleads the fifth. If you don't have done nothing wrong, why would you plead the fifth? Last court case he was on, he pleaded the fifth over 500 times. 474 for the other Trump lump there, Eric. That's my dad. That's my dad. And he's going to run for president. Are they foolish or what? Anyway, Naughty Nana loves you. If you're new to the channel, love me, like me, share me. Don't forget to subscribe. Hangers on. Mwah. It's almost like a salute I give you guys every day. And Paul, up in New York, love you. Love you, love you, love you. I told you I'd get this story out. You take care of you first so you can take care of somebody else. Lord dying, Henry. But don't forget, people, keep your head on a swivel. Stay woke. Stay safe. Because you don't know what's coming. You don't know, because they are on a path, shall we say. And it's like a whirlwind from hell that's stewing up with these people. They have to blame somebody. So anyway, take care of you first. I love you all. I'm sorry Vivi wasn't out here, but my husband came in and she just hooked off and left me out here. So there you go. I love you all. Take care.